Hello once more, and I returned to the dungeon successfully as Elf-3. Now, if you guys recall from the last part, which I got cut off on kinda quickly, I had cleared the first 4 floors of the dungeon, and excepting, of course, floor I think 3 has Mara on it. Actually, was it this floor? No. Floor 3 has Mara on it. Further, I had actually gone to the 5th floor, which is where the Rune of Zot is, somewhere, and cleared pretty much all of the runes containing segments. I predict that the rune is right here in the middle. I used magic mapping to get this map. I explored this much already, and you can see how it looks like a serpent head. I predict the rune is going to be somewhere here, though it is possible that the rune will be somewhere here, which will be easier for me to reach if I tunnel my way through. Even if it's not easier to reach, tunneling doesn't hurt me, so I might as well do it. The only thing I've considered is possibly digging diagonally, or, which direction do I want to dig, and I think I'm just going to go for it. The only smarter thing I could do would be to dig twice to break line of sight from a caster that might potentially be chasing me. Definitely want to dig to be able to exit toward the staircase, but at the end of the day, just digging. It would appear I have found indestructible rocks. The game makers obviously don't want me to get away with this, and so they're not allowing it. Clever bastards. Alrighty, I guess it's back to the A plan now, where we fight our way in. The only other thing I'm going to do in preparation for this is clearing the path to the next staircase. Right now it's kind of sort of a couple hallways more than I'd like. So we're just going to go ahead, use Wand of Digging here, open up a nice, convenient path for a quick escape. And we'll start from the side that I haven't explored yet, which would be this side. Okay, so far so good. Oh, I was wondering why I was taking damage from the Mamba. I'm not used to that. Turns out that this was a reaching halberd, so I was being attacked at melee range the whole time. The reason I'm being so cautious is that I know that there are several very, very dangerous casters that live here. I'm gaining roughly 1 health every 2 steps, thanks to the trollish regeneration rate I have. But, okay, I think he saw me? He saw me. Good. Come to Papa. That's why I don't have to regenerate quite as often. Okay, Greater Naga. He saw me. Time to get out of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. He's a caster who's definitely trying to hit me with poisonous stuff, bolts of poison, and he just teleported me. This could be very, very, very bad, because roughly half the level is safe and roughly half the level is not. So we'll see where I end up. Well, I end up in the safe half, so no real damage done. I should say relatively safe half. Whoa, 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 what is happening to me? Okay, let's not dilly or dally. Let's just go ahead and, let's use Fear. I'd rather save Blinks, because they're kind of more of a guaranteed thing, and I guess they respawned up here. Okay. Potion of Healing. I'm saving my good stuff because I don't necessarily need to waste it. I did that all near Mara's staircase, so that in and of itself was quite dangerous. Necessary, but dangerous. Now I have full health again, and hopefully with a few less surprises. using the Orcish Quick Blade right now. Or not Orcish, Elven Quick Blade. Okay, back to where we last fought a Greater Naga. Hopefully he's still around. Hopefully none of his buddies are still around. Let's go with fire arrows, and let's definitely not use 0. Let's use some level of enchantment. Let's use the newest Rune ones. +1 arrows. I don't mind attacking him at melee range because he's primarily a caster anyway, so range doesn't help him particularly. Oh, I'm upstairs, aren't I? Let's go back down. Notice that my health is already back to full thanks to, again, trollish leather armor. There's a reason that I was so excited when I got to wear this stuff earlier on this game. And while since then I've, crossed enough trolls that I could have had more. Trollish leather is one of my favorite types. I'm just going to shout and hopefully that will attract them. They're not coming. It's as if they know that once they come here they die. Quick Blade. I get 8 hits for each one you get. Naga Mage. Gotcha, girly. Okie dokie, that's several of them down. Shouting once for his attention, and then I'm going to hide again. To shout, by the way, you go to T, which is the talking menu, which usually lets you command your allies around with commands. But if you hit T again, it just shouts. Okay, let's descend. Descend. We have Blink, we have Fog, we have no reason whatsoever to be killed. We have Donald. I don't think it's Trump either. And there's 2 Greater Naga Mages. I have at least 1 enemy's attention, so that should be enough to pull back with me for now. Okay, that's 2. Perfect. Bring them with them. Let's bring them on back. Bring them on back. Okay, now I'm flanked, so now I'm going to go ahead and use Okuwaru's first ability and hopefully lay into these guys. Yeah, screw it. Let's take the time to actually do this properly, as if I was fighting top level enemies. And disperse the strongest one, so that I'm surrounded by the weaker ones, and then stab them to death. And, do it again? Yeah, let's do it again. Bow of Velocity. Arrows of Dispersal are already equipped, so I won't be fighting him. Actually, I'll fire the Arrow of Dispersal against this guy. With any luck, I won't have to fight them 2 at a time. Can't believe I didn't think of that tactic sooner. It's so obvious. There's the scimitar. And there's another takedown. Shouting for attention and then hiding. I was just force teleported directly into the mouth of the snake-like thing. Now, let's see if Donald is... He is not resistant to poison, and he's also trying to find the orb. So, you know what? This could have been a lot worse. Let's just do this. I think it just got a lot worse. I'm just running at this point. I don't want to fight here. Mephitic successfully went off. That's even better. Yeah, this is a bad fight for me. I think teleportation is in order here. Because even if I can live for a little while, there's no saying how much longer that'll last. I'm going to quaff a heal to get rid of the poison. And nope. Nope. They have too much aggro. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a blink scroll as well. That got me away. Oh, come on. I don't have a choice. I have to risk switching to something that can disperse him, because I can't afford to risk him getting even a single hit against me. Him, I'm less worried about. I'm seriously reconsidering at this point whether or not I should continue trying to get this rune. There's no rule in the game saying that I have to get it right now, and at this point I am serious. I'm like, this is not the first or second, but I have several times come very close to dying. I already burned a teleport scroll and blinking scroll. I have one more combo like that. After that I'm going to stop it. So if I have to burn another blink scroll and teleport scroll combo, I'm going to leave for now. That's kind of my ultimatum to myself. Okay, this is the Jaw of Death where I nearly died. Let's switch to a bow and be ready to go. Heading northward because I don't know where they ran, but if they ran out, yep. He ran out this way, which is perfect, because now I get to take him one-on-one, and one-on-one I should be able to kill him. So let's start with +5 arrows, and then switch to dispersal arrows. Same technique we used against Chuck Norris. Yes, I know his name is just Norris, but I like calling him Chuck Norris, because we all know that Chuck Norris dies to a Legolas with an arrows. I wonder what a Shield of Reflection does. I've never heard of it, but I'm guessing it's a good thing. It reflects blocked things in the direction they came from. That is actually very useful, because I am being attacked right now regularly with both bolts of poison. So this could be very useful. Oh, but I don't have poison resistance now because I dropped that poison ring. So yeah, so forget it. Right for now I need poison resistance more than anything else. I'll worry about that maybe later. What else? Wand of Lightning, Wand of Digging, Wand of Teleportation, pair of boots. I remember I switched my boots. I don't remember what to or why. I think I switched to Boots of Levitation. Yeah. And I think I was just experimenting. I don't think I actually wanted to keep it that way. At any rate, if I evoke Levitation now, I'm basically, you can picture me as magically hovering in the air, and I can come to the ground whenever I like. I don't have to come to the ground immediately. So that's a very useful talent in some sub-dungeons. This is not one of them, because there's nothing to hover over. So I'm going to stop the levitation and wear my ordinary boots instead, because they grant resistance to fire and increased magic resistance, which is, of course, an absolute necessity against all these wizards. In fact, there's a good chance that part of my problems with these wizards has come because I wasn't resisting magic as well as I should have been. Anyway, in we go again. I'm carrying my bow right now? Yeah, my ice bow. Okay. And I'm using my good arrows. Let's switch to the bad arrows because I don't want to lose them. And I say lose them because, you know, if I walk in and then I have to walk out, I don't get to retrieve my arrows. Like now. Except this time I intentionally focused on getting the arrows back, so not so much like now. Now notice that the ranged one was blocked by the melee ones, but they figured that out and switched their battle order. Queuing up all of my abilities to stay alive, heal, and Okuwaru's blessing, or whatever it's called. Venturing very, very carefully back in. Naga Mage has seen me, which means it's time to hide and wait. Of course, it's using the maximal range it can to approach. In other words, it's not being an idiot. But it's alone, so idiot or not, it shouldn't have attacked me. I mean, it should have. That's the way the game's supposed to work, but... yeah, these poison arrows are doing a number on me, man. Alright, how am I gonna escape from this guy? I don't wanna melee the sucker, but he's better at range than I am. He's just frankly better than me in every way that matters right now. So I'm going to evoke a random blink. I'm either going to end up blinking towards him or away from him. If I blink away from him, it helps me to run, and if I blink towards him, it helps me to get into range. So that's probably the best way to go right now. I'm not even sure if I blinked anywhere, but whatever. He's attempting to cast a spell on me and failing. 3 times in a row he's failed now, but that poison arrow isn't doing me any favors. Okay, he just hasted himself, and there's another one coming in from the other side, so... once again, let's use all of my abilities, and, not, you know, this is not the time to go by half measures, including finesse, and take the bull by the horns, or the snake by the head. That's 1. That's 2. I'm at very low health, so I'm going to retreat towards the staircase rather than trying to recover where I'm standing. It's these little snakes that keep... you know, I actually took the time to clear half the dungeon before I even came here, so it's definitely a respawn at this point that I'm dealing with. But that doesn't mean it's any less painful to deal with. But yeah, here I am, almost no health, desperately trying to... I'm wasting both my buffs right now, because instead of fighting more things, I'm hiding. But what choice do I have? I mean, the alternative is to go without any buffs, and that's not really an alternative at all now, is it? This is a mage, so attacking at melee range with an arrow makes sense, because it's not getting any melee advantages anyway. Okay, back down I go. Carrying a bow of flame. I'll bear that in mind before I fire anything. Fire. Definitely glad that I focused so much on keeping my piety high, because otherwise I would actually have to worry about losing my abilities by overusing them and draining my piety as a result. Yeah, that open area is a real pain in the neck to deal with. So let's just get back to a safer distance. And while I'm at it, because last time I got flanked, I don't want that to happen again, so this time I won't allow them to. Switch to my Scimitar of Freezing, I guess? This time I'll boost my agility. Hopefully that will help with dodging. Not enough. Still not enough. At this point I may be at half health, but any one enemy is not going to terrify me because I have both heroism and finesse on. So I'm not quite saying bring it at this point, but I'm kind of saying bring it at this point. Backing up just enough that I can blink out of any trouble. And now my heroism and finesse are gradually dissipating, so gotta bear that in mind for when they eventually do disappear. This is basically like when you're a berserker and you're berserking. There's kind of a point where it doesn't matter if you're fighting 3v1, it's actually better than running. But not that much better, because there's a difference between berserk and this, so... Backing away. These are just basic snakes. Nothing scary about these guys. I fought these Nagas all the last few floors. Hopefully nothing has respawned this time here, but just because I'm becoming a bit more paranoid, I'm going to take a look around. Okay, nothing. Back down we go. Now, these guys may have been following me, so they may still be around. The thing is, this is the level of monster that will easily respawn on this floor, so the only point of killing them right now is so that they're not blocking my way to the orb. Or, I'm sorry, the rune. Actually, I should basically keep the scimitar out at this point. A few corpses, that'll help my piety. Notice that my health goes up like 1 per turn, so I kind of am approaching with 10 health missing because I expect to get it back by the time I actually arrive. Come on. So this is the chamber where I expected the rune to be. It is not. And now I'm being chased again, doing my best to limit their line of sight, but not able to exactly hide while running. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it up. I don't see why not at this point. He shouted, which means that there's probably gonna be... Actually, I'm hearing a distant zot, which means that the rune is distant, or somebody actually shouting that. Okay, I now have an extra scroll of blinking. That's going to increase my versatility by a lot. Let's go ahead and drop some weight, because on the off chance that the rune... Oh no, wait, runes aren't actually held anymore. Okay, I just got force teleported, so I'm just going to back away nicely and wait for that to kick in. And kick me right back to the fight. Let's run from these guys. There's a swarm of them, and if I can get them back to a corridor, that will be much easier to deal with. You know, the usual drill for dealing with armies. Turning on my abilities. Oh, Christ, I am out of healing potions. Which means that it's really time now to go full out book. You may have noticed I quaffed a potion of might to increase my strength, just to increase my damage output a little bit more. Alrighty, there we go. Coming back for more. I have now examined this much of the snake without seeing the rune, so that's probably where the rune is. In fact, why is there a blue dot there? Yeah, that's where the rune is. Plain and simple. There's no reason that one square wouldn't have been magically mapped otherwise. So let's see if I can just ignore these guys and force my way in. It's not there. Okay, and now there's a greater Naga on my tail. 2 of them. I just had a brilliant idea. Assuming it works, I wonder how far out of the chamber I can pull these guys. If I can get them all the way out of the chamber, I mean all the way out, then maybe I can just not fight them and they force teleported me. I got them all the way to the snake's mouth, so what I'm going to do is go around through my secret passage, or not my secret passage, all the way around the long way, and come in through the top here, see if I can get past them, find the rune, teleport myself out, and not deal with that army, because that army is very powerful and I am not. It actually followed me somehow. So I don't have a choice but to fight it now, and I'm going to go ahead and use Okuwaru's first ability, and Okuwaru's second ability. Got a kill, just some arrows. I'm very hungry now, which is not good. I don't want to starve to death after all the hard work I've done. So let's just hit the staircase and go upstairs. This is not me giving up, this is me regrouping. There's a huge difference. Yeah, see, I'm near starvation just because of that trip, so it's a good thing I came. Let's eat the remainder of this food cache. Notice that my piety is being drained consistently. I'm no longer able to use Okawaru's second ability. I can only use his first ability anymore. Because I keep spamming both his abilities just to kill every Naga I meet. When this is all said and done, I'm definitely going to need to find some way to bring my overall piety up again. Okay, back into the fray. If I had some way of being stealthier, I would, but I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure they have at least one monster that sees invisibility, so that's out. I'm going to hug the right wall because I've been leading them out through the left, and hope that nothing has come. If necessary, I can always teleport in a jiffy. Let's just follow the S shape. So here's the choice. I go this way or this way. I choose going right. Right was the wrong way. So let's keep going. There it is, Rune of Zot. Rather than do anything stupid, I'm gonna blink in here, grab it, teleport, and hope to God I can live long enough to see the effect of that teleport kick in, and get out of here. That's it! First rune acquired. Whew! That was much harder than doing the swamp. Fortunately, the swamp didn't spawn this time, so I had no choice but to do the snake pits. Did I leave anything of value there? Did I leave any valuable arrows in the snakes? Apparently on the first floor I left a huge number of arrows that I can pick up. I don't want to go down to the third floor again. I fought somebody scary there. Second floor is quite safe. And I'll pick up those arrows. Okay. Now I'm going to wear those levitation boots and levitate. Okay. What else did I need to do? Skills look good. I desperately am in need of more piety at this point, so wherever I go next, I would like it to be somewhere that won't require me to spam my abilities just to stay alive. I've already cleared out the hive, unfortunately, so that's not available for quick piety boosting. Snake Pit is done. Elven Halls level 2 might require me to waste piety as well. It'll be safer, obviously, than some of these other branches might have been, though. But I'm running out of stuff I've already done, so I think it's time to push on ahead through the dungeon. Let's go to the... That was not what I was trying to do. Stop levitating. Start levitating. Let's go to my stash on the second floor of the lair. Gotta stop levitating to do that. And now that I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and once more, like I did last time, I'm gonna readjust what I'm carrying to undo this overloaded status and prep for what comes ahead. As you see, I have here 59 honeycombs, 2 royal jellies, in addition to the 13 more royal jellies and 16 odd honeycombs I have waiting in the hive. So food should never be a concern for me for the rest of the game, unless of course it's a matter of getting to the food, which is the challenge. But yeah, I'm gonna readjust my equipment, and when I come back, I'll proceed through the dungeon. Hopefully we'll find the vaults, build that piety back up a little bit, and be ready to take on some Jaguars and such. Yeah, there's... You know what I just realized? I have a shield of reflection. Reflection causes things to go back the direction they came, so if I'm attacked by arrows and I can block them with my shield, I can shoot those arrows back at the centaurs in addition to my own arrows. So this could be promising. Anyway, that concludes the run for now. I'm really glad that you guys got to see me what I call ninja-ing the rune that time. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.